That should fix it. Yeah, there we are, Orange. Yeah, so you should be able to hear the desktop audio now and me, right? I believe so. Yeah, there we go. Music is playing. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm pulling up some comments now, and I just want to go through a couple of questions that we've had about the series. And of course, feel free to put any questions in chat. Yo, what up, Dragon Taster, my man? Hey. Well, folks, this is a affiliated member through Shiv Nation. If you guys are in the Crystallized Discord, then you know what Shiv Nation is. Dragon Taster's been hanging out a lot with some of our boys from Jose Rose's crew, playing a bunch of Valorant. How's it been, brother? We're just on having a quick chat, seeing how people are doing. Wanted to answer any questions about the new series. And as you can see, we are pretty close to that 1,000 milestone. A lot of Orange says, I don't have much in the way of questions, but I do want to say that I'm really impressed with how fast you've grown. I remember when it was just around 100 subs. Dude, I'm pretty sure I remember the day that you subscribed, because if I remember correctly, I was stuck fishing for anchovies and shrimps. Yeah, dude, I was still fishing anchovies and shrimps when you subbed, man. That's insane. So insane to me that you've been around for that long, bro. I'm glad you're enjoying the series. I think didn't you comment on the recent video? You had said something. I don't know if I answered it. You guys have just been absolutely insane on the new video. We broke over 100 likes on the new video, over 2,000 views. Let's see, a lot of Orange. Okay, yeah, you said I'm pretty hyped for the series, but the only thing I don't understand is why the areas you unlocked with the token were naturally completed. Yeah, I remember that. It looks like I responded to it. Trying to update my internet drivers. Dude, so how's the new streaming room been, Tasker? I haven't really been on Twitch much lately, so I haven't been able to catch a new show. But did you end up getting all the lights and the mounts and everything in your room that you wanted? That's the last thing I remember we were talking about. I'm like recovering from a sickness, guys, so if you see me hacking stuff up, don't worry about it. I'm not dying or anything. I actually got a pretty good question today that I want to answer. This was on one of the community posts. Let me pull that up. The question is, what are the end-game goals for Season 1 of Legends Survival? Now, so many guys... I feel like a lot of you that are tuned in right now, you've probably already seen Episode 0. Episode 0 was just a lot of Telecon and Clem and I just chit-chatting, and we were trying to just really figure out a little bit of info about our classes, or legends rather, and then we talked a little bit about endgame, but we didn't put in stone what the endgame would be. We were kind of deliberate in that, and because for one, everything that we listed, it was like, oh, there's some raids, here's God Wars Dungeon, here's like Master Rank, so many things are on here. You see, now you just got to get it to where stream doesn't crash every time I play Minecraft. Dude. So the PC is still having crazy reactions to it. I remember you were talking about how like your stream was dipping, and I don't know, man, shit's crazy. Stream room, I'm in love with, brother. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Can't wait to catch another show of yours. Better not dying on canvas, so unprofessional. I have died several times on Twitch. I used to stream on Twitch. I did RuneScape 3. I played a lot of Overwatch, Apex, stuff like that. So that's why I have like this whole setup. And I think eventually we'll stream on YouTube, but I wanted to do something like this because, again, I'm getting so many questions. It's hard to just answer it all on my phone here or on the computer. But what was I saying? Oh, Endgame. Right, Endgame for Legends Season 1. I think what we decided on for our sort of long-term goals is we're looking at Master's rank for each Legend. Master's rank in the rule set, we have it set as tertiary skills being level 60 and main skills being level 70. So like for the scout, main skills would be fire making, fletching, woodcutting, cooking, and fishing. All of those would have to be level 70. And then the tertiary skills, herblore, as well as hunter, would have to be level 60. Yeah. Did someone just share something in Discord? It's Clum. Bro's muted. Literally live on YouTube, Clum, and you're in here sharing your stuff. Everybody say hi to Clum the Huntsman. Boys and girls and everything in between. I got all my accounts subscribed now. Best of luck. Yo, appreciate you, Tasker. You're the man, bro. Seriously, an OG, a man after my own heart. I hope we can play some Overwatch 2 together, man, once it comes out. If you're still fucking with that game. I'm dead ass about to take my tower to some computer shop to make sure everything is squared away. I hope you get it sorted, bro. Oh gosh, looks like the stream is dipping a little bit. Let me know, guys, if you're seeing some lag or anything in the stream. Sometimes that happens. Think it's coming back. We are. This is the 1K special with cheese and extra bacon. Yo, have you had fun so far, Clum? Doing the good old Legend series? Literally, chat's muted. Hold on. Say it one more time.
It's been an absolute blast.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait to play some more.
The beautiful thing about this whole interaction, you guys see sort of like the post-production, but like Clum and I have literally been working on this for like weeks, dude. Weeks we've been trying to get this stuff thrown together. Yo, what up, Matt? I'm so ready, dude. I'm ready too. I wish I could throw it all at you guys, but we have a schedule to keep, right? Matt, what are you most excited to see in Legends? Let me know. What are you most excited to see, Clum?
What am I most excited to see in
Legends?
Legends?
As a player.
I'm looking forward to our end game goals like you were talking about.
Right. We have some goodies coming up with that.
We really do.
I really hope I hope Telecon's ready to carry us through that, because it's gonna be a shit show. Like, I think by the time we get around to doing it, my combat stats are gonna be something like it's just gonna be lacking, definitely. Either we're gonna have to get lucky on some clue scrolls and get some good loot, try and get stuff together, or we're just
I'm gonna have to get us some spooned boss drops.
Right. I'm curious, do you guys pre-record or are videos posted whenabouts they're finished? That's a good question, a lot of orange. So it's a little bit of mixture of both. If you guys don't know, I have 2 series right now. I have the Hardcore Tile Man, which tentatively is being uploaded tomorrow, episode 21. And then we've also got Legends. On top of the Legends content that you guys are seeing, I've been working on the analytical aspect of that, in that I'm running a beta test right now in the Discord I am running the official rule set video, and I'm trying to get the Google Doc ready so that people can actually play. We've been in contact with a few other content creators just trying to get things sorted. So, if I can English, with that in mind, it's hard to find the time for all of us to get together to play at the same time. So there is a little bit of post-op going on where Tella will play during his time zone. He's in the UK, and at least Clem and I are both Eastern time, so we can kind of play around the same time. Hopefully that helps. Joshua says, hello, glad to catch a stream. Looking forward to watching Tella escape the Wildy. Can tokens be shared before the group connects? Great question. Great fucking question, man. So, yes, tokens can be shared between the party. At least with our roster, we won't have any trouble sharing tokens between each other. And we don't necessarily have to be in the same chunk to do that. You guys, believe in episode 1, we put the clip in of Clem and I having the chat, or at least the beginning of the chat, of him using the orienteering token. Yeah, because you got into got into Kryn Capital, right?
Yeah, we got into Kryn Castle at the end of EP1.
Right, so I wasn't anywhere near you during that time. So that's typically how the interaction is going. I am also excited to kind of share some of the beta feedback that we've gotten. When I say beta, I mean that there's 5 other classes that we put together for Legends. And obviously there's only 3 of us, so we can't play all 8 Legends at once. But the other 5 Legends have to be tested before I can just make videos on them, you know? So
are you telling me I can't play all 8 Legends at the same time?
Bro, if you could play 8 accounts at the same time, something's wrong.
Call me Wooks, because I'll do it.
That's crazy. Dragon says, BRB, homie. All right, man. Catch me when you get back. Lana Orange says, oof, I know time zone shenanigans. I used to run a game with people from Latin America where that was an issue. Bro, props to you then, because that's like them getting up way earlier than you, I guess, if you're East Coast. Totally understandable, man.
I definitely remember doing that a long time ago when I was hardcore into World of Warcraft living overseas.
Oh, jeez.
Playing with a bunch of guys from the East Coast with a 12-hour time difference. it'd be their evening raid time, and I'd be waking up in the morning going, let me grab my cup of coffee before we start, please.
I had a anybody in chat remember the critically acclaimed video game franchise Destiny from Bungie? I had a raid party that was all European and several people in Saudi Arabia and like Afghanistan, all of that, like military. And I would get up at like 3 in the morning to play with them. I would work in the morning, I would go to college, and then I would come back home. I would sleep from like 8 until like 2, and then I would get up, take a shower, and then we would do raids. We would do like Vault of Glass or something until like 6 in the morning. Then I would go back to class. It's disgusting.
That is some commitment.
Sweaty teenager vibes.
I feel it.
It's rare that we actually catch Telecon in the morning. There was one night the other night, Clem and I were up. He was working on his series. I was probably up to no good. And Telecon gets on. He's like, the fuck are you guys doing still up? And Clem and I look at the time. What time was it, dude? It was like fucking 2 in the morning.
Yeah, almost 2.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's go to bed, shall we?
That's crazy. Yeah, so it just happens sometimes. I don't know if you guys do late nights, but sometimes I'm just up. I should be editing right now, but I wanted to talk to y'all. The internet is such a strange place with how it connects with such distant peoples. I'm telling you, man.
It's true.
I'm telling you, like 90% of my friend base right now, I'm keeping contact with them just over the internet. And it's not because like there's not people around nearby. It's just that where I live is not my hometown, so I don't have like hometown friends here. But I have kept a lot of relationships over the years from gaming, and again, Shiv Nation being my second family, which Shiv Nation It's just been around for ages. They're a gaming / content / networking / business emporium. They're fantastic people. But a lot of them are now real life friends as opposed to just internet only friends. Done a lot of traveling together, a lot of bonding. We've sweat blood and tears together. Good old Clem and I are actually going on a little trip soon.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, you want to tell the lads?
Oh man, I'll leave it up to you.
We're going to a music festival together in the U.S. I won't say where. Oh, down to 997.
My dumbass would have just straight up said where we were going. See, that's why I leave it to you.
That's true. Yeah, I would have gave everybody the coordinates.
Yeah, let me just drop the hotel address for everyone too while I'm at it.
Ping our locations.
Yeah.
I've made some of my closest friends through online TTRPGs. Dude, that's sick. Yeah, Destiny was big for me before I got a PC. I've always like off and on played RuneScape, even as like a teenager. I started playing at like 8 years old. Back to 998. Hello, everyone. Just 2 away. Literally just 2 away, guys. That's insane.
Dude, who would have thought when you woke up this morning you'd be this close to 1K, potentially hitting 1K?
Dude, who would have thought months ago I would have been this close? When I started uploading in May again, I had no clue. I was like, this is gonna flop. No one wants to listen to some fat bearded guy play RuneScape and touch pixels all day. But apparently people like it enough to follow me. So that's incredibly humbling and at the same time kind of nerve-wracking. So I just appreciate the opportunity. I've always really had an affiliation with content creation. Like I've done podcasts, I've done voiceover, I've done audiobooks, I've written several small stories, fan fiction, I've done live streaming. Brent, yo, it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. Appreciate that, Orange. Dude, you seriously, you may be one of the oldest subscribers in chat, so that means a lot. You've seen me even at my worst. You've seen me at my rock crab days. You've seen me at my talking to the NPCs in Relica days. So I wish where's McCracken? McCracken was like my 20th sub or something. He found me in game and he saw my name. He's like, why are you out here? Why are you a level 3 on this dock fishing fucking shrimps all day? I was like, dude, it's kind of my job. And he's like, all right, I fuck with it. Then he did some Vorkath runs and came back and he's like, I will follow you to the ends of time. Like, I don't know. He just went from 0 to 100 incredibly quickly.
I had a guy to get. Wow, English is hard today.
It is hard.
I had a guy today on my new account that I started. I'm over in here in by Hosidius, and I'm killing some guards for some seeds, and this guy starts following me, and he says, "Stop that!
Stop!"
He's like, leave the poor guards alone. And the funniest thing was he was dressed like one of the guards, and he's like, go pickpocket the farmer like the rest of us.
Oh
and
my
I'm like,
lord!
I can't, man. I'm chunk locked. And he's like, oh, all right then. Carry on if you have to. And I'm like, thank you. I appreciate the permission.
Let me throw up some of these. Yo, what's up, Parallax? Dude, I saw your comment earlier today, man. Was it today or was it the day before? But I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Thanks for tuning into the live stream and obviously watching the series. 999 subs, guys. Who's going to be number 1,000? Stop! You've violated the law. All of your goods are now forfeit. You've committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? So, let me see.
Ooh.
What could we do that could be fun for 1,000?
$999.
There it is! 1,000! Let's go. Let's get the light show going. I don't know if I have any cooler music to play. Can I play something fun? Let's play this.
Don't get copyright strike.
Oh, this is a copyright-free playlist.
Oh, let's go.
Use this on stream all the time. Let's f***ing go, boys! Woo! 1K subs, guys. 1K, man. That's crazy. Yo, what up, Joshua? Thanks for coming through. There's Clum. Loving the series ideas. Sub to all three of you. Wish I had some friends to play the game mode with. Brent, the best way that I can encourage you with that. First of all, I appreciate the fact that you're enjoying the series, but I also recommend you check out the Discord. You have no obligation to interact with any of us because we're all really weird. But several of us are already in here looking into... Yeah, I did just fucking live bleep myself. I can do that. You like that?
Oh, it gets me every time when you live censor.
Yeah, it's a beautiful setup. But yeah, Brent, check out the Discord, man. We've got a beta test going on right now. Once that's done, we may consider doing another one. Just depends on what the boys want to do. But yeah, that's the best thing I can tell you right now. Guys, we did it. That's 1K. That's crazy, dude. What do you think will be the hardest challenge to overcome? Are we speaking strictly as the Legends party? Like our little thruple? I think right now the end game goal that we have with God Wars Dungeon completing the drop table is going to be incredibly difficult. Like, it's probably going to take, at least that chunk of the gameplay is probably going to take a couple of weeks. Where's the link to the Discord? Oh, that's a good question, man. Can I pin it in chat?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go over here.
Had to mute myself to make a clip real quick.
Here we go. Yo, 8 of you boys and girls watching. That's crazy. Time to wrap it up. Channel's over, folks. Love it. Yeah, let me get the Discord link for you.
Don't gotta go home, but can't stay here.
Okay, edit. No. Never generate copy. Look at this. Discord
oh my
link.
god, it's Streamception right now.
Hello, yeah, I know, it's crazy. Sorry, guys. Is it not letting me spam my own link? There you go. Take it.
There
Whatever.
you go.
There it is. I did think of something fun we could do. Think the quest cape is plausible to obtain. Yeah, I think it is plausible to obtain with the right Legends party. With our Legends party, probably not. Yeah, as I think about it, I really don't think the Scout will have a good time doing it because of just the sheer limitation of not having access to combat early on. But if anybody's got the best chance of doing it, I would say Telecon on the Bard has the best chance to do it. Because with him, he's got so many opportunities to get blessing tokens. And it's actually like... I think it's actually worth his time to unlock as much of the map as possible. Whereas with me, like, I'm kind of speeding through it, but I'm also doing it based off of, like, just the freebie chunks. I'm not really investing a lot of time in getting total level unlocks unless it's with tasks that I can actually complete, you know? Like, I can't do any kill tasks right now. Hopefully that sounded like coherent English. It certainly sounded like word salad for me.
I don't know. Sound to me.
Sound to me.
Sounded like sound logic.
Do you guys want to see some of the legends that we're not using? You guys want to see the other 5 legends?
Ooh.
Yo, what up, Vosh? Vosh is one of those beautiful gentleman that I met on the critically acclaimed MMORPG Destiny. Appreciate you swinging through, man. Yeah, I can actually do a live stream here on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? He's usually around for the Twitch. English, no habla la English. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means.
What's English?
Let's see. Let's make this big. I'd love to try Legends, but I have no interested friends. Maybe you can consider making a single player form for those unfortunate. That is an interesting idea. Because Legends is kind of its main like facet of content is locked behind having a group Iron Man. Now, you don't necessarily have to play with 5 people. You can play with just 2 if you would rather. And the 2 people could just be 2 accounts that you're playing. Like if you want to do it solo, you could do like 1 combat and 1 skiller.
I mean, really... I think the great part about the way you've written Legends and the rule set and whatnot is that it does leave room for more growth and more imagination from other people. I mean, yeah, we wrote up 8 classes, but there's the options to make your own and, you know, give it a backstory, give it a purpose. And, very true. You know, there's so many possibilities. Really, it's endless. The game is what you make it. If you can't find someone to play Legends with, I mean, you know, turn it into something you can play on your own. Make it what you want it to be. You know, take Legends as a template and, you know, grow upon it. I mean, that's what we try to do every day with it. We're always thinking about, oh man, what could we add to this? What would be a cool new Legend add? We haven't even finished season 1 and we have been theory crafting out our asses on the endless possibilities. That's the awesome part about it.
So you guys don't understand. Columbus gets it, dude. He's been around. And
I don't know, maybe it's just being this Hasidious plow, you know, going a little crazy, but I think I understand.
Are you saying you're a plowy boy?
I am a plowy boy.
Maybe the real Legends were the friends we made along the way. I salute you a lot, of Orange, for making it happen. Tella would have appreciated that. I've got Tella on thin ice right now in the Discord because he keeps coming in with these absolutely horrible puns. The man makes me sick to my stomach sometimes with how clever he is. It's just silly.
It's just the dad in him, you know, us dad gamers.
Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, we talked about showcasing some of the Legends. I don't mind doing that right now. One thing I do want to say up front is that a lot of these are in beta. So some of these skills and stuff that you may see, some of the abilities and passives and stuff will likely be changed before it goes to post. But I think that it could start some good conversation and maybe even build a little bit of hype for Season 2. So let's talk about it a little. Let me do... I come back and see you hit 1K. Let's go! Yeah, that's what's up. Damn that's right we did, Tasker, and I couldn't have done it without you and your 14 Gmail accounts, bro. I appreciate it so much. Oh, what do we do? We probably need to do display capture for this, don't we? Yeah. And then let's throw it under the cam. Let's make the cam a little bit smaller. Yeah. That's perfect. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to give you a list. Can we do polls on YouTube? Can we do polls in live stream chat?
Yes, I believe so. I don't know how, but
create a poll.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have you guys poll out which ones you want to see. Let's do Artisan. Let's do Curse Nomad. Wait, why is yes or no on here? That's so weird. Hold on. Okay, just ignore the yes and no, guys, because YouTube is weird. Artisan. Let's do that. Hello. Can really only do 4 options. Okay.
Damn.
All right, we'll just do 2 at a time. Don't worry, I'll fix the camera in a second, guys. Sorry. I see you one tapped. I love you, brother. There's the poll. So the options we have are yes, no, Curse Nomad, and Artisan. Love it. Oh, I can't see your comment now. What'd you say, one tapped? Let me know what you guys want to see. Obviously, we can look at the other ones, but out of the first 2, just tell me which ones you want to see.
Which legend? Yes or no?
Yes or no is pretty fire, actually. We've had some good.
Yeah, I really do like the yes legend.
Hey, Chris, congrats, brother. Thank you, Tapped. Appreciate you, big dog. Where did the stream go? Why is it paused?
Dude, we gotta see. Oh yeah, I'm so glad people are voting. Curse Nomad, let's go.
Who voted yes? You're fired. It was a good toss-up between yes and Cursed. Yeah, I believe it.
I agree.
Yes was a close second. No, for some reason, just didn't get any votes. Crazy. It wasn't 14. I love this guy. Too bad it's not yes. That's true. I'll put that in next time, Vosh. Freaking love you, Vosh. We gotta find another game to play together, bro. Uh-oh. Another vote for Artisan. I'm gonna stop it at 10 votes, guys. We're at 8 right now.
Hey, remember when you said it was gonna take about 6 hours?
Are you done?
Or no, I'm halfway at 3 hours.
We're
You're like
halfway there.
spot on. You are spot on with how long this is gonna take.
I'd love to see it.
I'm slowly driving into madness.
What have I
There's
done?
one skill that has always driven me crazy in this game, and it's farming. Farming is that skill. I don't know why, but it drives me crazy. Everyone in the chat, if you play old school RuneScape, I want to know, what is your least favorite skill to train?
Farming.
Oh, you're a farming guy too?
Yeah, least favorite.
Yeah,
Guys, I think Curse Nomad wins, right? That's what it looks like to me.
for sure.
Let's end that poll. Curse Nomad is the champion, the legend of sorts. Let's pull her up, shall we? So the gentleman that we have beta testing Curse Nomad right now. Let me just give you guys some backstory a little bit before I pull up the card. So the people that we have for the beta test group, a lot of them just their initial reactions to the other legends were, God, I hope I don't get fucking Curse Nomad. Like, that was just everybody. But the guy that ended up with Curse Nomad is like, low-key, I think Curse Nomad's the best legend. he's completely hooked now to the playstyle. So I love that. Yo, what up, RPG? We're just we're talking about some of the legends right now. We're talking about some of the beta testers. If you guys don't know, RPG is a member of the Discord, and he's also beta testing which class or which legend. You can tell the people if you want to. But I mentioned that because he's going to be setting up a stream soon on Twitch. We've given him the go-ahead to showcase his gameplay as well. So you guys can always check him out in the times where you're waiting on another Crystallized video. But yeah, the guy that likes the guy that's playing Curse Nomad is now in love with Curse Nomad. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get that card up. There he is, folks. That's our boy. Let me zoom that in so you can read. Oh, that's a little too much. We'll start at the top. So, Curse Nomad is an adventurer class. His passive ability is that he can freely travel between all unlocked chunks across the Legends roster. This parentheses here as well. He can walk between locked chunks but cannot interact with the game world. He's essentially like a Curse Nomad. One of his, I don't know what these words mean, but I'm hyped nonetheless. Tasker, this is essentially like unveiling a new D&D class, but for RuneScape. Now his ability, or his token ability here, is the Nomad's Curse. All skills are unlocked at spawn, and at the beginning of each chunk unlock phase, you have to randomly select a skill to lock from available skills. You have to do this 15 times. Let me make sure you guys can see that. Yeah, you got to do it 15 times until you have 15 skills locked. It's been great getting fixated on a very unique way of playing the game. Dude, I appreciate that. This has been the topic of my hyperfixation thoughts for several months now. So I'm glad other people are appreciating it. But yeah, that's the Nomad's Curse. Now you can see here, once he hits 15 curse tokens, after 15 chunks are naturally unlocked by this legend. So the difference here, let me make sure I'm explaining this properly. So during his spawn or his chunk unlock phase, which happens every time 50 total levels are reached, starting at 75 total level. It also happens whenever a collection log item is received. It also happens whenever a random event item or whatever. You guys have obviously seen the rules, so you know where it's at. But that's going to happen 15 times. Now he's going to have to complete 15 chunks in order for this ability to take effect. After 15 chunks are naturally unlocked or completed by this legend, 2 of those curse tokens are removed and replaced with cleanse tokens. Now these 2 cleanse tokens have to be used on the Curse Nomad. What they do is you're allowed to select one of the 15 locked skills to unlock permanently. These cleanse tokens, after these first 2, these cleanse tokens can be used on other party members. If gifted, the non-combat skill is randomly selected. So here's the caveat, right? The Curse Nomad, he can choose which ones he wants to unlock with his cleanse tokens, and he gets 2 free ones. But the ones that he gets after those 2 free ones, he has the option to gift to his teammates. If the teammates are struggling and they need an extra skill, then the cleanse token is a super, super lucrative way to help your teammates out. The only way that we have in place right now for the Curse Nomad to receive cleanse tokens is by completing full achievement diaries, which is a very daunting task.
Indeed.
I don't know. Okay, it's been great. Yeah, we read that. That I can get behind. Speaking of new D&D classes, I've been making my own system for a bit now. That's so sick, Orange. We're going to have to talk about that, dude. I'd love to get stuck in this too for Group Iron Man, but I need a group for that. Joker, like I told the gentleman before, the best way for you to get involved in a group is to join the Crystallized Discord. I'm going to see if I can't pin that. Let's see. Let's put this here. There's the Discord link. Pin message. There is the Discord link. Jump in there. Let's see. End that poll. We don't need to see the poll anymore. Yep. Join the Crystallized Discord. We've got several people in there right now that are beta testing for some of these classes. One of them obviously being the Curse Nomad. But yeah, guys, any questions about the Cursed Nomad? I know that's a lot to take in. Like, that's probably something you guys will have to see footage of to really grasp it. But it's essentially, well, let me use some of the choice words that our beta tester has used. He's essentially the pack mule of the group. He's being sent on so many different side missions that he doesn't even know what to do with himself. I'm like, hey man, how's your progress going? He's like, what progress? I was like, okay, fair enough. So that's been really fun to see.
Man's a walking bank for the group.
That's true. I'm in the phase pondering if I should continue my Hardcore Iron Man or start over with some kind of series. If I do a series, perhaps I could borrow some of Legends concept. Might be something you want to talk about with me then. Pop in the Discord and let me hear your ideas if you're looking into doing something like that. I'm not opposed to working with other people on this concept because that's truly what it is right now until it comes out of the essentially beta.
I can tell you right now, Ellen, if it weren't for Chris here and Telecon, my YouTube series that I just started and released 3 days ago now.
3 days ago, yeah.
Wouldn't even be a thing if it weren't for those two. I mean, they were throwing ideas at me left and right, and finally we got something that stuck. So if you're feeling a little bogged and stuck on what to do next, then definitely come chat with us because we are overflowing with ideas, I think.
It's
at this
true.
point.
I just don't have the time in the day. Now that I've hit 1,000 subs, though, that does mean that the channel can go into monetization. What does that mean for you guys? Well, it means that I'll probably be able to drop more content because the first thing I'm doing with the YouTube check is I'm hiring an editor. Better yet, I am hiring a motherfucking editor because there's so much backlog content. Like, Clem and I have been working on our own shit on top of doing the Legend stuff. Telecon has got 5 million channel ideas and none of them are coming out at once. Like,
Man has channel ideas of his that he's got set for 2 years from now.
It's
He's
true.
Yeah, I'm thinking of releasing this in early 2024 when I've completed this, and I'm like, man, you're thinking 100 steps ahead. I can barely think 2 steps ahead.
It's true. He seems like he's a really strong support. Yeah, Joker, he absolutely is the carry of this group. It's funny, they're playing with 5 legends, but I don't think they would be nearly as far if they didn't have the Nomad. The Nomad has literally kept them from being soft locked, which is kind of crazy to think about, how influential he is. And it's yeah, there could potentially be some nerfs in the future before you actually, before everybody actually has the rule set in their hands, oh, this legend could be slightly different, but I don't have any immediate plans to change with him.
I think of all of the classes, Nomad was one of the few that we didn't feel there was any changes needed yet. Not that we apparently saw off the bat. I mean, we definitely saw some issues with other legends that have already even been changed and fixed to kind of help improve the quality of life as well as just the quality of gameplay. I know we made, I think, some minor changes to the Huntsman as we started.
Oh yeah, super minor. It's more phrasing changes than actual class changes, because typical me coming up with ideas when they're super early on like this, we have to clarify as we continue playing, because it's different for when you start looking at content creation. You have to make something as legible as possible. And with a series like Legends, there's so many facets and so many moving parts going on that if we flooded you guys every episode with every single aspect of the series, we would just never get anywhere. They would be 2-hour episodes. I'm going to pick on this guy because he wasn't very nice to me, but I got a comment on one of the rule set videos where I'm not going to quote him directly or say his name, but he essentially said something along the lines of, I watched this whole video and I was looking for information on the legends and I didn't find it. How can you explain a game mode without talking about the characters, the most important part? And to some extent, I'm like, you know what? This guy is partially right. He was probably coming here to try and learn a little bit about the characters, but, you know, checking into him, he wasn't subscribed. That's the only video he's commented on. He might have seen some clips on Reddit. He might have stumbled on a thread, but as far as like whether or not he had been following me, I would put that as a hard no. He probably wasn't following me. So I gently explained to him that there's a addendum series going on every Sunday where we're dropping the Legends breakdown videos. And that's the content specifically that he's looking for, is I want to know how to play this character and how it makes sense contextually. Because I know people think differently. Like with me, I'm very analytical and hyper fixating. Brightline's here. Brightline TTV. What's going on, guys? Yo, Brightline, if you guys don't know, Brightline is one of the leaders from Shiv Nation. He is my brother in Christ, essentially. He also has his own program right now, The Misadventures, which is so sick, by the way. Has been growing exponentially on Twitch. Does a lot of community nights. Heavily affiliated with Shiv Nation. Fantastic guy. He does his own content. If you want a quick laugh, go watch this guy. Seriously. Appreciate you swinging by, Brightline. Let me remember where I was. Oh yeah, old boy talking about my rule set video. The only reason I brought that up, guys, is because when you're looking at it from a content creation perspective, it's very similar to like how a book flows. I want to be able to make content that's going to draw you in within the first few minutes, and it's going to be digestible. But like, obviously, there's so many details that I'm going to have to explain along the way so that that context makes sense for you. And if I just threw all of that together, it'd be like spaghetti on the wall, essentially. I don't want to do that, and so I'm going to give it to you piece by piece. I was literally in
spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti. I was literally in a frat called BYX, stood for Brothers Under Christ. Love that. That's beautiful. Okay, so that's Curse Nomad. We'll throw up the other one that we pulled. That's Artisan. Nope, that's Necromancer. We don't want to look at that. Where is Artisan? That's Scout. You guys have seen him. Here he is. All right, let's check out Artisan. Now, I will tell you guys up front, there's been some nerfs. Just for the sake of suggesting, what do you think about a Mimic Legend randomly transformed to a new legend after each unlock? Oh, that could be interesting. I think that the concept of it is really fun. Leaked. Shut up, Sauce. Love him. No, that wasn't totally intentional. Yeah, that is honestly a really cool idea. Clem and I have talked about some other potential legends that we could introduce into like Season 2, which we hope to be the official launch of Legends for everybody to be able to play. But ultimately, when it gets into the public, there's no stopping other people just making Legends on their own, you know? But you got to have like a starter pack, you know, and an 8 just gives so much versatility. But let's focus in on Artisan real quick. So Artisan is our main skiller. You guys have seen how Scout plays. I'm good old Scouty boy. But Artisan is essentially the missing piece to our thruple right now. What we really and truly need is a legend just like this. He is a support skiller. Like I said, this guy has already received nerfs, so this card is not going to make it to post. After stream, I got a question for you. Sounds good. You can always put it in chat if you want, if it's not like spoiler heavy. But let's talk about the passives. As far as the passives, nothing has changed with this legend. The adjacent chunks containing mining areas and anvils are free, similar to how the Scout works, where you get fishing and farming chunks for free. These obviously do not count towards tertiary unlocks. Now, Artisan does have access to complete Druidic Ritual and Rune Mysteries once the items are available on spawn. What is this game? Brightline, this is my custom game mode for RuneScape. It is essentially D&D meets RuneScape. I created 8 individual classes that you can play within the game of RuneScape with your own personal restrictions. You know how, like, you do a Nuzlocke on Pokemon? This is like Nuzlocking RuneScape, but with extra steps. If you're interested in it, I can send you the rule set on Discord, but it's very, like, RuneScape heavy. So there might be a little bit of context out of there. But right, similar with how the Scout works with Druidic Ritual, the Artisan can complete these 2 quests once the items are available and they have access to the spawns. This is the big ticket item right here. This is the token. Unlocking a chunk containing a general store awards 1 renown token. This is where the nerf has come in, is how good the renown token is, because you can see this is where it was in the beginning. A 7x7 grid is just unbelievably massive when you think about it, and when you actually put it into the chunk picker is just like way too big, and 5 chunks is just way too much. So the nerf we actually put in for this is we've got a 3x3 grid, and you choose 3 chunks from there, which so far has been working really well with the playtest. Now, this Artisan plays very differently than Scout. It is a skiller, and it is a support, but it's not a support in the way that you would expect. See, with Scout, we can give Orienteering tokens to our party, but Artisan cannot give Renown tokens to the party. Artisan can only unlock chunks for itself. The reason why I put it as a support, though, is because of the Artisan skills that it has. Obviously, construction on a group Iron Man is basically essential for endgame. This gives teleports for everybody that has access to the home. This can be cheese due to the density of general stores in Asgarnia and Mistlin. I agree to disagree with that, because yes, it is extremely powerful, but as far as the playtest has gone, it is on par with the other legends that have similar tokens. I think on its own, like contextually, yeah, it's incredibly cheesy, especially if we left it as this. This would have been just ridiculously overpowerful. But another thing we've done to limit the renown tokens is there's only the selfish cleric of legends. Bro, wait till you see Necromancer and tell me differently. Yeah, to answer your question, Helen, this renown token, only one of them can be used per chunk unlock phase. So previous to this nerf, right, you could stack the general stores. You could just do, oh, I'm going to go from Varrock General Store down to Falador within a 7x7 chunk. Can I just spend most of my campaign fishing for lobster? Absolutely, if you want to. As long as you've got a legend that has fishing, then you're good. But yeah, you could not stack tokens under a chunk unlock phase. You can only use 1 per chunk unlock phase. Now, there's nothing saying that you can't unlock 2 general stores within a single unlock phase. Like, let's say the Artisan completes a Clue Scroll, and within their unlock phase, they're going to use a renown token and then also get a completion from their chunk. And 2 of those chunks that they've unlocked as general stores, yes, they gain the tokens, but no, they cannot use it again during the same unlock phase. They will have to wait until the total level is gained. The limiter here is their main skills. These are all fairly slow to do on your own. Mining areas, anvils, and general stores make Varrock quite easy to open. I agree. It's incredibly useful because otherwise the Artisan would be stuck doing nothing on their own. That's kind of the vision for how this class or how this legend was built, is you want to be able to essentially, like Magic the Gathering, you want to like proliferate or send out copies and amass as quickly as possible. The only benefactor as far as chunk wise is Artisan, or if you have a Cursed Nomad on your team, then the Cursed Nomad is obviously benefiting from these chunk unlocks as well. But on its own, Artisan is incredibly powerful as a skiller, but not nearly as helpful as a scout. Are you trying to make this visually or just paper and pen? So the game itself is built inside RuneScape Brightline, so we don't have to really do anything as far as tabletop or as far as RPG, because the basis for the game is already built into RuneLite, the application that we use to play RuneScape. Won't there be an issue for banking if you get a bad chunk? Sure. But you do have your teammates to help you out. You can't necessarily think of Artisan as a solo player because your roster is there to help you along the way. Think even with like Telecon's case, you guys will see how he gets around doing things without a bank because he doesn't have one currently. And Clum didn't even have one early game. So there's going to be some limitations if you get a bad roll. But for the most part, the abilities and the renown token is going to help set you free from your minor soft locks. Any questions so far, guys? I know we went through two of them kind of quickly, but those are the pre go helper minions go. Yep, basically. Is Construction House a freebie, or do you need to unlock the chunk first containing an agent to buy a house from? Actually, Varrock, east of Varrock Center is a free chunk because there's an anvil there and there's a house there, so that is a free chunk. That's basically your goal, is get Varrock as an artisan. And I think, let's check the map on that. I don't know if there's any other houses that are close by. Oh, that went up. Thanks. Let's do... This is just a random chunk picker, guys. This is not spoilers for anything, so don't worry. If I can type in the right password.
Oh, if you thought it was funny watching Telecon flinch a skeleton for ages, boy, you should have heard him in the Discord call while he was doing it. Oh, man.
Let me give you guys a breakdown on this. I'm going to clear all these out because I've been using this for examples for the beta testers. Here we go. Clear all that out. Okay. And then we'll just make that small. So Helen, to answer your question here, this is the chunk I'm referring to. This chunk, you get this one for free, which essentially puts you one away from the house chunk right here. I guess it's not really a spoiler for the series, but in the beta test, I will tell you where the spawn, where the artisan was. Can anybody guess? I'll tell you, it's a fantastic spawn for the artisan. Where do you think would be the best location for them to spawn in at? The first episode was hilarious, watching a dude flinch a skeleton in the first chunk for ages. Oh yeah, he literally, Telecon lost sleep and hours of his life over that, but he is a true champion. I'll let you guys think about it, and while you're thinking about it, I'll tell you. This was the spawn chunk for our artisan in the beta. Damn, Joker, you were close. This man said Edgeville.
Woo! Joker is
nice,
real
dude.
close.
That's hella close.
Sheesh.
Yeah, this was their spawn chunk. Isn't that crazy to think about? Of all the places in the game that the artisan could have ended up, he ended up in the absolute perfect place to be. And I'll kind of, you see.
Draenor Manor's damn close too. Just sandwich Edgeville and Draenor Manor right together.
Sorry,
There you
getting
go.
a few DMs left and right. Got the beta testers on right now, actually. Joker,
Yeah,
I see you joined the Discord. Appreciate that, man. Draenor Manor? Yeah, Draenor Manor, actually, you were almost dead on the money as well, Helen. That's crazy. You guys were like just one north and one south away. Yeah, this is where they ended up. So literally, their first chunk unlock phase, and that could have been from a random event or from total level or anything. First of all, they have mining rocks in here, so it's a slow grind, but they have it available. So they've got this, and then their first chunk unlock phase kind of went a little something like this. Freebie, 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 freebie. That's kind of how it looked like for them. Because again, Dwarven Mine is right here. Dungeons count as part of the chunk. Or underground dungeons, I guess. The dungeon symbol. So this is what they got on their first chunk. That which is incredibly useful for the artisan, because otherwise their grind would have been incredibly slow. So in mining, thankfully, like, Edgeville alone has a ton of helpful things. I agree. Yeah, absolutely does. But this part of Misthalin is like super, super helpful for our artisan in the beta test. So I'll be curious to see how he progresses. But within the 3x3s, like this is your 3x3 area for Rock, and this is your 3x3 for Edgeville. A lot of these are already freebies. There's even freebies up here once you start getting into it, and there's even the Bandit Camp General Store and a freebie up here and a mining up here. Like the wilderness is incredibly easy to unlock for the artisan. So I don't think
let's not even forget the fact that the artisan basically instantly got access to complete Doric's quest too.
Right.
Like that's just so big for
this is big to get that free mining experience. And all they really had to do was either wait out a random event and just do some mining for a little bit, and then they had all this at their disposal. So in the case where you potentially get a bad chunk spawn, like let's say let's do a random start. Look at this. We can't even choose this one. Let's pick another one. Let's say they ended up here. So this one I could understand because I think this has essence in it, right? You probably wouldn't even be able to complete this. You know, you've got kill tasks in here. What are the features? You got dense runestone and rocks. And don't you need a mining level for that? 38 mining. Right, so you wouldn't be able to even take the spawn. Knight's Sword is easy to finish too because of the iron and the wildy. Exactly. Yep.
As long as you got the chunks available.
So it's going to take a few rolls. Okay, Port Sarim could be an interesting one. Does he have anything he can do in here? There's no... Let's see, features. There's no crafting experience. Yeah, this is what's pulling up. One thing I will say, guys, Mr. Clum in the chat was able to reach out to Source Chunk, the guy that runs this website, and he added in some rules for this to where now you can specifically set what skills you have access to. So, like, we can totally clear this out for, let's see, we'll do level 1 construction. Let's set this up as you would for a artisan.
So, go into your activity info there.
Oh, yeah, I'm already in here. Mining, level 1. Because I went and did this with everybody's maps earlier.
Oh, good.
Takes a second to do, but you basically just have to zero out everything else. Most of these should be 0 already. Put this here. Yeah, it's a great comment about Knight's Sword, because, I mean, that's just 1 to, what is it, 31, 32 smithing right off the bat.
29,
crazy. 29.
1 to 29, yeah.
Yeah, they'll have access to all combats. They've got this. They'll have Slayer. They will have rune crafting. Live stream. Yo, what up, Juicin? Another member of the Discord swinging by. Juicin, we hit 1K, brother. Let's f***ing go, bro. You like what you see? They don't have farming, so obviously we clear that out. Fire making, they don't have. Fishing, they don't have. Fletching, they don't have. There's quite a few on here. And then you would typically just refresh that. Big Pog. Woo. Thinking about doing a community event for 1K. This was just kind of because I was bored and I got sick of editing. So I wanted to, like, actually come in and talk to people. Do we still have cooking checked? We do. There we go. About to pass out. I have work at 8 a.m. Dude, I feel that. I have work at 9. I can't stay up too much longer. Yeah, that should be everything.
Hopefully it works properly.
Yeah, it does.
I haven't tested it yet.
I've tested it earlier and it looks good, and it cleared out my tasks for Scout pretty well. Obviously, you still have
you have to set them down to 0. I see.
Yeah. So this is what would pop up, guys, for this chunk. You can see. Let me zoom in so you can actually read that. These are some of the tasks for this area. There's nothing in here related to mining, so Artisan will not be able to take the spawn. So you're essentially going to have to keep rolling until you find a starting chunk that has tasks you can complete. And thankfully he got something like Barbarian Village. I really don't think Artisan's going to get screwed on anything, if I'm being honest, because like mining and smithing chunks are typically pretty close to each other. So you're at least going to have 2 or at least 1 that you can work on. Now, crafting, you even could get lucky and get like a clay spawn, like super close to what? Oh, we don't want to look at that. That's spoilers. Like with how close our beta tester is to clay. The area surrounding Phyderia could be interesting for it. Yeah, that's true. Let's go over there and check that out.
Oh, Port Khazar there, yeah.
Yeah, Kandarin is just insane. So check this out as a spawn chunk, Alan. How about that? Bank and literally access to all these rocks. Mining up to Mithril. Insane. General store. So you spawn with a renown token. What the this is like completely busted as Port Khazar.
That would be the spoon.
Yeah, the absolute spoon of the century. The beta tester did have a good question earlier. And that was for shops that aren't labeled as general stores, but still interact the same way in-game as general stores, do you receive a renown token? And the answer to that is, unfortunately, no. But for this particular chunk, since there are 2 general stores here with 2 icons, that's going to be your rule of thumb. If you see the icons, then you're good. He would get 2 renown tokens, and you could use 1 in the first unlock phase. Hopefully that helps clear things up. 1005. Y'all are fucking insane. Alright. Shall we do one more class for the night? Tree Gnome Stronghold seems like it'd be a good one. Let's look at that real quick. Tree Gnome Stronghold. Here we are. Yeah, Tree Gnome Stronghold is up here. There's a general store at the Gnome Village pretty close by, so that would be 10 chunks quickly. Yeah, keep in mind, Helen, that this has been nerfed, though. So when it gets to post-game, this itself will not be in use. It's already been brought down to a 3x3. I just haven't updated the card because, obviously, I'm fucking lazy, so... But yeah, I'm going to make a new card, or at least change the text on this one to a 3x3, and then you get 3 chunks. 11 viewers, Pog. 1% viewership. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That's fucking crazy. Appreciate you swinging through again, Joshua. I hope you're having a good time, man. Let's do one more. You guys have seen Bard. I think a big one is next. Oh yeah, Guardian. You guys want to talk about Guardian? I think I may have shown the Guardian. Bloody Puddles, what a cutie. No, you're a cutie, Puddles. Puddles, I was literally talking about you, man. I brought up Curse Nomad, and I was like, our Nomad is having a fucking blast with his playthrough. Do you want to tell the people how you're doing? Hey, Rayleigh. Appreciate you coming through. How are you doing tonight? Here's the Guardian. Doesn't he look cool? This was a fun Photoshop job. I'll just say that much. Model exporting is not fun, but I ended up getting that God Sword in there. But yeah, let's take a look at the passives for the Guardian. Nomad is a Chad. He absolutely is. Let's put that right there so you guys can see. Alright, passive bonuses for the Guardian. Once per chunk unlock phase, choose an additional adjacent chunk to unlock if it's a castle chunk. Must have castle walls in a target area. Does not count towards tertiary unlocks. What is that? Do the legends have names? Every single one of them have names. They have, like, their title names. Take everything you've learned so far about the legends and how you play it, and then throw it out the window. That's for Curse Nomad. I agree. Yep. That checks out.
Pretty accurate statement.
But yes, Orange. The players have names. They are in the Discord. We have. Are they still in here? Yeah, we've got RPG. We've got Fahrenheit. We've got Puddles, who's in chat. And then who's the other ones? Drill Dozer.
Drill Dozer.
I'm missing one. Oh,
and Harder Rex.
Yeah, Rex. Rex is playing the Necromancer. I'd do Guardian if I had a group. Guardian, I think, is going to be a crowd favorite. And I'll tell you why. Because of this bestow token. If you guys are really looking to help your team, and if you really enjoy questing, like 2% of the RuneScape community, then this is this is the legend you're going to want to play. Completing a quest awards a bestow token. Bestow tokens can be used during your chunk unlock phase, and when they're used, the target legend unlocks a selected adjacent chunk. You can use it on your party members. Check this out. Bestow tokens do count towards target legend tertiary unlocks. This is essentially a free completed chunk for either you or a member of your party whenever you can get a quest complete. This dude is absolutely cracked out. But this is where it starts to get a little shifty, is his skills. I mean, like character names, like the hero characters in Pathfinder. Oh, yeah, I got you, Orange. You know, I actually got a comment in the Discord that they basically said, hey, Crystallize, you should consider doing like a story compendium of like your story so far. Like do like a little animation or something. Hand motion, animation. I think that could be really fun, and we could actually give like actual names other than like Crystallize or Clum or Telecon to it. That could be really fun. I love Guardian because questing. Yeah, I appreciate that, Joker. Like there is a fighter, but the art for the fighter is a specific named character. Gotcha. I think that there could be an added layer of development to that. As of right now in the beta, there's nothing like that. But really the only downside to the Guardian guys is you're kind of limited in what you can train. Obviously, it is a melee-only class with prayer. And you've got your agility and smithing. So bestow tokens are going to be the only way that you personally can grow. So you have to make the tough decision of, okay, am I going to do all of these quests and help my team? Or am I going to do these quests and help myself? Because ultimately, you've got 5 completed chunks gives you either agility or smithing, and then 15 completed chunks gives you either agility or smithing, depending on the second one you chose. That doesn't give you much versatility in the skills department. Bestow tokens, however, can really kick that up for you. Because if you, let's say in the time it takes for you to naturally complete 15 chunks, you have completed 15 quests. Well, then that immediately puts you at 30. So not only do you have agility and smithing, but then you can also unlock an additional skill for yourself. It's going to be a lot of give and take of whether or not you want to help a teammate that's in need. Like if they're soft locked, they're like, oh shit, I've only got 4 completed chunks, Guardian. I really, really, really could use a bestow. This is the teammate that you're going to want to be nice to. Like if I imagine if Helen gets on Guardian or if Joker gets on Guardian, it's game over for the rest of the team because they're gonna rush 150 chunks and be done. The castle theme idea is great. Makes you want to wear full steel plate with sword and kite shield. Yeah, seriously, this passive is great. Just to explain it, because our beta tester did have a couple of questions as well. But chunks like West Ardoon, these would be considered free adjacent because they have castle walls. Now, if you see a wall like this is not necessarily a castle wall, right? So these would not be adjacent. The rule of thumb that I have right now in beta testing is if you can argue it as something, chances are it could potentially be added in as a rule. Like if there's an argument there and I can't like immediately justify the reason why it's like that, then chances are there's going to be a change. But I think you guys will really enjoy when we do the legend breakdowns. It'll be more in depth than this live stream because I'm actually going to go through some of the feedback that we've gotten on the beta test. and I'm going to give you a rundown of how each Legends playthrough has gone so far. By the time we get to their Legends, they're going to have about 2-3 weeks of playthrough, which is like way more than what we've released right now in a video. Would be broken with Fally and the entire membership wall. It's true, but remember, it's just one adjacent unlock per chunk unlock. So like, it's not like Scout where it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna unlock this many chunks right off the bat and just like unlock everything. You know, he's got a gradual grind. Ideally, you would really want to be in like a free-to-play zone. Like, imagine your spawn is over here in Misthalin. There's so many bestow tokens you could pick up in here. You could get like 5 bestow tokens in this area. That could get you going quickly. But yeah, guys, I could drone on about this all day, but it is starting to get late. And so I'm going to wrap it up with any final questions you guys have. Just let me know. I can run the cards back again if you want to look at them, if anybody wants to see the other ones. Here's the Guardian again if you want to look at them. And if it wasn't abundantly clear, guys, I sincerely appreciate all the support that we've gotten on the series. Not just like from my channel perspective, but like so many of you guys that are subscribed to me have gone over to either Clum's channel, even through all the debacle that went with his first channel. You guys have just been super nice to him, watching his solo series, supporting Telecon has just been insane. I appreciate it. Joker says, so are these all up for playtesting? Yes, Joker. The 5 Legends that Tele, Clum, and I are not using are currently being playtested in the Discord. And the Sorcerer has kindly agreed to stream his progress. So you'll be able to catch him on Twitch. Pretty much any time that he's available to stream, he's going to be up talking about his progress. They've all been super, super great to work with. Obviously, when you're working over the internet, it's a lot of... Can you drop some links to the fellows? I sure can. Yeah, let's pull up their channels. Let's leave this up real quick. Keep on doing your content. You're doing pretty well, and it's inspiring. I appreciate that, Helen. And I definitely hope we get a chance to talk more, guys, in the Discord. Like, I work from home, so I'm typically in chat throughout the day. If I'm not super swamped with work, then I'm able to really talk to you guys. But let me get some links for the boys. Hey, yo, that's me. Sauce, if you would, can you drop a link for your Twitch real quick? There's a couple of people that were interested in wanting to see the Sorcerer gameplay. If y'all could go give him a follow over on Twitch, once he gets his... we're going to get a couple of commands together. But if you want to watch his progress and get an idea of how he's doing, then you'll want to follow him. You can DM me the link, Sauce, and then I'll put it in. If it doesn't let you put it in chat. Okay. If you haven't had a chance, guys, here is Telecon. Oh, where the frick did it go? Hello. Here it is. Here is Telecon and our good old boys channel, and that's Clum's channel. Did that work? No, I don't think it did. Let me try that again. You got to single post them. Here's Telecon.
I'm muted, but it looked like it worked.
Did it?
Oh, Telecons didn't. No, Telecons didn't.
There we go.
My link worked.
That. I'll be live tomorrow afternoon, more than likely. That's good. I'm very new here, but I gotta say your content feels really friendly, organized, and thought out. Here's to another 1K. Appreciate you, Joker. Yeah, that means a lot, man, because I would say before you guys even see a video, I probably hyperfixate about an idea for a good like week and a half before I even fucking post it. So I'll cheer for him to finally get out of the wilderness. Telecon appreciate all of the love. He's gonna need it, guys. Is the Guardian powered by light? I'll see myself out. Vosh, you cheeky bastard. Yeah, guys. enjoy the links. I don't know when the next live stream will be. We're not really in a position to stream our progress on Legends because obviously we're releasing videos weekly, and it would just really mess up the timeline. So I encourage you to check out Sauce. Join the Discord if you have questions about any of the classes, any of the Legends. Keep an eye out for any posts about making things public. Eventually, I'll have the document open for you guys to review. All the cards will be released. You guys will have it all in your hands. But I thank you guys so much for coming through. Real quick for my Tile Man fans, I know this is a Legend stream, but if anybody's looking out for the Tile Man video, it may potentially be late. I may push it back a few hours or potentially to Thursday because I am on vacation this weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Thank you for hanging out with me, random citizen. Joshua, I appreciate you, brother. All right, guys, that's it. I can't raid any people because this is YouTube, but I enjoyed all of your company. I appreciate all the love. Take it easy.